Hey guys, today I am going to do a full face using all clean beauty, including the new RMS Beauty 3-Dimension Hydra Blushes. I have been so excited to try these, and this is actually going to be my first time trying it on camera. I actually have two shades from them. The shade Mai Tai, which is this one right here, and then also the shade French Rose. I think I'm going to use this one in today's video because I am going for a glowy, bronzy, sun-kissed summer makeup look in this video. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Starting off, I just want to moisturize my lips a little bit, so I'm going to go in with the ILIA lip wrap. I have just more recently started trying this out, and I have been really enjoying this. I like it for using it at nighttime before I go to bed, but also even just throughout the day when I want to add some moisture to my lips. So just applying that, and I am gonna apply a lip product later, but I just wanna keep my lips nice and moisturized right now. So then I'm gonna go in with the Tatcha primer. This is the Silk Canvas primer. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this kind of in the T-zone in areas where it tends to get, or where my skin tends to get a little bit more oily, just because, you know, summertime, my skin can get a little extra shiny when it's just hot outside, and this just helps the foundation to apply even more smoothly. Then for foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. This has SPF 25. I have done a full review for this on my channel if you guys are interested, but I do really enjoy this. It looks so pretty on the skin. It just looks really natural on the skin, but also gives up to like a medium coverage, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna blend this in with my sponge. So I'm just going for a simple kind of hydrated base. Then to continue this glowy base, I'm gonna use the RMS Uncover Up Concealer. I love this concealer. I haven't used this in a while, to be honest, but it's one of my favorite concealers for a very natural and skin-like finish. It blends into the skin so well. It just melts into the skin. When you apply it with your finger, that's the best way to apply it in my opinion, and it just melts into the skin. It looks so natural. It's just super pretty. So I'm just gonna kind of use this to conceal the under eyes, of course, also applying it to the lids to even those out, and then I'll also use it for a little bit of spot concealing as well. I do have this under the skin blemish trying to develop right under my nose. So annoying. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit on some of my dark spots just to get a little bit of extra coverage where I have those post-acne marks. Then just going to kind of blend out with my sponge, make sure everything is well blended. And then I'm just gonna do my brows real quick. I'm gonna use the Kosas Brow Pop. I have this in the shade Taupe. I love this brow pencil. It has honestly been like the only brow pencil that I have been wanting to use for the past like 2 to 3 months. I love it. It's so good. It's just the one that I keep going for. And then I'm gonna set the brows with the Kosas Air Brow Clear version. And then I'm just gonna set my face just a little bit. I'm gonna use the Kosas Cloud Set. I know I'm using a lot of Kosas products right now, but I love their products. So then I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Cloud Set and just kind of apply this to the areas where I get oily throughout the day. Use it to set the under eyes, put it at the chin area, around the nose, and that's pretty much it. But what I like about this powder is that it helps to absorb that excess oil without totally getting rid of the glow that you have going on from your base products. So I really like that about this. So then going in with bronzer. So I'm actually gonna test out this face palette from ILIA. This is their ILIA, the multi-stick face palette, and I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is like a bronzer shade, but this is the shade In the City, and I feel like I've seen people use this kind of like a bronzer shade, so I'm gonna use this as a cream bronzer. I'm also gonna be using a powder bronzer, but I'm just gonna be testing this out because I am going for a very sun-kissed look. So I'm gonna do both a cream bronzer and a powder bronzer. If I can pick up enough product here. I feel like I'm not picking up enough product. Let's take some on my finger and just kind of dab it. I was just gonna take it directly on the brush, but I feel like it wasn't picking up enough that way. So I'm just gonna apply it like this. Just get the product here first. Just gonna start off with this and blend it in with a brush. If you're curious, this is one of the Thick Glow Beauty brushes, It's so nice. I think it's their foundation brush, but it's really, really nice. The shape of it, I feel like makes it really good for bronzer or contour or also blushes. But of course foundations as well. I feel like you can just use this brush for a variety of things. So that definitely gives a good start for this Sunkissed look. I think that's super pretty. So pretty. Blends out really well too. Looks so nice and sun-kissed. Let's go ahead and do the rest of the eye look. I'm gonna use the Kosas 10-second eyeshadow in the shade Blaze. This used to be the shade called Globe. My favorite shade from them. It's so pretty. I do miss the old formula, but this new formula still is very pretty. I feel like this shade is perfect for a sun-kissed summer bronzy look. I'm just gonna add a little bit more just to kind of build up that pigment even more. Then I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and apply the ILIA Limitless Lash Mascara. All right, so now to the part that you guys are probably the most excited for, the RMS Redimension Hydra Powder Blushes. So I'm gonna take the shade My Tai. I think that this shade will be the best for this summer sun-kissed look. Now this color, French Rose, also looks absolutely beautiful. Such a gorgeous pink shade. But again, I think this one will be the best for the sun-kissed summer look. Again, this is the shade called My Tai. This is described as a multi-dimensional, nourishing powder blush that melts into the skin, creating a silky, smooth, luminous looking finish. My Tai is described as a sunlit, citrusy coral shade. So let's go ahead and try this out. So this is definitely gonna be a luminous finish, not a matte blush at all, but I love luminous blushes. Also, I had been on the hunt for a like orangish kind of blush color for such a long time. I loved the Becca blush. It was like, I think it was called Tiger Lily, but it was a really pretty orange blush color. And it looked actually kind of like this, but now we have this in a Clean Beauty formula. I think this looks even prettier than that in my opinion. And the design that they have going on here is definitely prettier. So pretty. All right, so I don't know, this is my first time using it. I don't know how pigmented this is gonna be, but let's go ahead and do it. I don't know if I got enough on the brush. I'm gonna try to take a little bit more. So let's see if this will pick anything up. I know sometimes when you first get a product, you kind of have to work into the product to kind of start picking it up at first, because otherwise it's just like really packed in there. That's so pretty. Definitely doesn't look like super orange on the skin, but it definitely is a really pretty coral color. So pretty, perfect for this sun-kissed look. I also actually like that I feel like it doesn't apply too much at once. Like you can definitely build up this color, but it's not like over applying pigment all at once. I love the luminosity of it. I feel like you don't need a highlighter with this. Was actually planning on using a highlighter for this video, but I feel like I don't need to. I'm gonna add it just because, but this is absolutely beautiful. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna use the ILIA highlighter, and this is in the shade Decades. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this. Definitely don't need to top it with this, but just makes it even more shiny. I really want this summer glowy sun-kissed look, so just adding that. Take this here. And then I'm also going to apply another bronzer because I really want this to be a sun-kissed look. I'm gonna use the LYS Beauty No Limits Matte Bronzer. This is in the shade Motivate, which is their lightest shade that they have. And I'm using the the Makeup by Mario bronzer brush. It actually is a dual-sided brush, but this side is so good for bronzer. This side, you could use it for bronzer too. It's just much smaller, or you could use this for highlighter. But I've been loving this for bronzer. Just gonna bronze up the face even more for this super sun-kissed look. I'm feeling very bronzy and sun-kissed. Then for the lips, I'm just gonna keep it super simple, and I'm using the Kosas Wet Lip Oil Gloss. This is in the shade Unzipped. It's a really pretty pinky shade, but I think this will go really nice for this sun-kissed look. Then I'm just going to set my makeup with the ILIA Blue Light Filter Protect Plus Set Mist. And there it is. This is the completed look. I feel like it doesn't look as sun-kissed on camera as it does in person, but I'm feeling very glowy, very sun-kissed, very summery. So if you guys do want to check out any of the products that I talked about in today's video and that I have on my face, I will have everything listed and linked in the description box below. If you guys have any sun-kissed makeup favorites, products that you love to use for a sun-kissed makeup look, I would love to know what they are. Let me know in the comments. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Also, if you are not currently subscribed, I would love it if you would go ahead and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for my next video.